Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd take you along the ride as I feed Harley. Basically, both of the rabbits get the same exact food, and this is dinner time, what we're doing now. So, just in case it's something that when you have a rabbit and you're like, well, I wonder, is there anything else I could feed them? Just remember, carrots sparingly once a week. And like a pinch of shredded carrots. Anything that you add into their bowl, you want to do sparingly, like a fruit or anything sweet. Carrots are high in sugar. Anything high in sugar, you're going to need to, give it to them sparingly. It's okay to give them as a treat once a week if you want to add something like carrots or, even a banana. But just watch how much you get to them is all I'm saying. So I went ahead and took her bowl. This is what she's left her, and since this is only a couple hours old, it's still okay to just kind of put this either on the very bottom of their bowl or fill up their bowl a little bit and put this on top. I usually put it in the bottom because she'll work her way down to it. So let me get her bowls. Okay, I got her bowls. Now this is called a double diner. That's made out of bamboo. So if for some reason they ever chew on it, it will not hurt them. Here's the bowls. They're nice and clean. I clean them every day. Always make sure that you give them fresh water every day and clean bowls every day. So whenever you're switching bowls, if you do that, or even if you don't, make sure you wash out the bowls and make sure they're impeccably clean with no residue of soap or anything. Completely wash them. So it's with her morning. I would say I put it in there in the morning, but she don't kind of like eat it until about 11, 12. So it's only a few hours old, and there's only that little bit left. So it's not a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out the spring mix, the kale, and her herbs. Okay, so I got all their stuff out. This is their spring mix. It's a mixture of red and green lettuces and some other stuff that they add to it. So I only want to fill up this bowl. First of all, you want to fill it up to the top, but I take the lettuce she never ate. Believe it or not, she will still eat this. Right now she's napping, so technically she won't come out about 7 or 8 o'clock. I shouldn't say napping. She goes to sleep. They sleep during the day. They're like night owls, They are active in late night, early morning, and during the rush hour, I should say, between 9 and 5 is usually when they sleep. So I'm just going to grab a handful. You don't want to overfill these bowls because you give them too much and you end up wasting it later. So, just this is what your bowl should look like. Just barely you can see it on the top. See that? Alright. Now this is the spring mix, and always make sure you keep an eye on the expiration date. If you use it past that, they could get a belly upset. So make sure, but like I was saying, just make sure you keep an eye on the expiration date. So if it's expired, you need to pitch it out. It ain't worth your bunny's tummy getting upset and possibly going in where you might need to take it to the vet, because that happens when people. But with rabbits, it's kind of cool that they do this, and I'm explain to you what I'm talking about. If some don't smell right to them, they will not eat it. So if you say you're picking grass outside, and it could be a type of grass that they don't eat, they just won't eat it. If it smells good, they'll eat it. They know certain smells of any leafy greens that you give them, whether it be grass, it could be anything. It could be a flower that you think, but that's one thing cool about them. I've learned that if you give them some that does not smell right to them or smells poisonous or anything, they won't eat it. So that's my little tip for today. Just keep an eye on expiration dates. And when you know you're getting close to expiration dates, you want to go ahead and just buy a new container of whatever you're feeding them. In this particular instance, it's the spring mix. It don't say spring mix on it. It says red and green. Pretty much the same thing. They only have the spring mix. It says spring mix of this little leaf. This is grown by local farmers. I noticed that this stays fresh a lot longer than that organic or even market side from Walmart. And that's where I get all my leafy greens. It's the only store that, well, I have a place called Rollers, but their stuff is just poor quality. So anyway, just keep an eye on that. The next we're going to do is kale. This is what I'm growing outside. And so when it gets low, or she has her last serving of it, I'll bring 7 or 8 things in. I'll take it apart, and then I'll wash it underneath water really good. Now with that local, this stuff right here, it's already been pre-washed, and it says it right on there. Right here. No need to wash. I mean, you can if you want, but I think it would make the lettuce maybe soggy. So it's already been pre-washed. I've noticed that I just trust local. This is local on there. I buy that before I would anything, because the other stuff just within a day or two just starting to smell bad. And I don't know what the deal is with that. But if you ever had that issue, let me know in the comments below. The next thing we're going to feed them, like I said, kale. This has already been washed ahead of time. You can tell that comes from my garden. When they're this little, you don't have to, a lot of people think they have to put these in little tiny bites. No. They eat hay pieces this long. So if they can eat a piece of hay that long, just, make sure it's not bite-sized, but you can make them a little bigger than that, like that. So this is kale. It's come fresh from my garden. And like I said, I've already washed this stuff. So I take her other bowl and just a handful. It's all, because you want them to rely on their pellets if you give it to them, and mostly their hay. 80% of their diet is hay. And if your rabbit's not eating hay, then you need to find, there's different hays out there. You need to look for one that, just try different ones until you find one. I know one that for picky rabbits they tend to like really well. It's called oat hay. Look that up. Next thing I do at dinner time is I give her herbs. It can range from Italian parsley, curly parsley, cilantro, basil, dill. She don't seem like she likes dill all that much, so when I do pull my dill from my garden, I take it to the bunnies downstairs. They seem to really like that. So I reuse these little things when I used to buy them from Walmart, and I keep the thing that way I know what it is. So this is curly parsley from my garden. And you don't need to give her a bunch. It's just one rabbit. So about a handful. Let it lay in your hand. About a handful. And if you drop it, you need to throw it away. Would you want to eat something that you dropped on the floor? No, you would not. So I lay that in the middle of her dish. And when I get done, I'll let you see what her bowl looks like too. So, and since she hasn't had apple in a while, I give it to her Monday and Friday. So I take a half of an apple, I got right here, And I cut this apple in half. So let me get you just cut it in half. Be real careful not to cut your fingers. I put each half in one side and one in the other. It's just like a little treat. Don't do it every day, because you don't want them to rely on just, getting the fruit out of it. You want them to eat their vegetables. So if you give them it every day, number one, they can kind of get a little overweight as time goes by. And rabbits, their little bodies, it takes them a lot longer to lose weight if you have to put them on a diet. So that's basically it. I'll let you see. This is what their bowl looks like. And I'm just curious, what do you guys feed yours? Do you feed them some different at dinner time than you do in the morning? Or do you give them the same stuff? Let me know. I don't. In the morning, she just gets either romaine or just green leaf. And in between the Monday and Friday, since I'm giving her apples today, she won't get another fruit till about Monday. So Monday, I'll give her a slice of banana, just one slice. I cut the slice in half, put each half in this bowl. The banana will go on each side, the half slices. So sometimes I put it underneath her leg so she has to dig for it. But that's basically it. She's a real simple little girl. So if you look, you can kind of see it. Tell me, let's go over here, and she's not out yet, but we're going to go ahead and give it to her. Actually, I lied. There she is. She went back in her hole. She's looking for her food, I think. Sometimes she's out, sometimes she's not. So right now I'm giving her her food. And I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done here. Okay, so that's what it looks like once I put it down. The parsley is right here and her food bowl's right there. So let me know what you feed your rabbits. I'm just curious, and if you want any tips also, I'll be glad to give that. Just leave your comments below, and I'll see you on the next video pretty soon. Bye-bye. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Don't forget.